Hello and welcome, I'm your chair, Drew Donahoe, and today we're at instead of doing the scavenger hunt like we usually do, we're here at the DeKalb County Community Gardens Founders Elementary School garden here with Joey Moore over here. And since we can't do the scavenger hunt, we're just going to show you what our grant money did. So last year we gave money to this to Community Gardens so that they could purchase tools for all of their gardens, so that everyone could really participate and really grow as much as they can. And so here's actually one of the gardens that we've been able to help out with our grant money here at YEP.
Hi, I'm Oliver. I'm your guys' grants chair this year, and my question is, how has this garden positively impacted the local community around this wonderful school?
Hi, I'm Joey Moore. I'm the school garden coordinator in DeKalb for DeKalb County Community Gardens. We're here at Founders Elementary, and this is one of our 8 school gardens in our elementary schools, plus our 2 middle school gardens. The YEP grant this year allowed us to purchase tools and supplies to get these gardens up and running, and it's been especially impactful because families need these types of activities during the summer to stay active and get outside. Normally during the fall season, we'd have a lot of students come out and work in the gardens. Last year we had over 2,400 student contacts in our school gardens. This year it's gonna look a little bit different. So families will be out here caring for them, harvesting, eating healthy foods, and we'll be creating remote activities for teachers to use with their students.
Hi, just a reminder, I'm Ava, I'm the membership chair, and my question is, how many years have the DCCG been running their program?
DeKalb County Community Gardens has been in operation since 2012. Our school gardens are dynamic and change every year based on the school community's interests, families, parents, and even the interests of the students.
Hi guys, again I'm Mason, your Donor Relations and Fundraising Chair for YEP this year, and my question I have for Joey is, what did our YEP dollars go to fund in this grant in 2020?
The YEP grant this year funded tools and storage for each of the gardens in our network. That's especially impactful in a year like this because we're asking families to come out and continue the work that they've done through the summer into the fall. We want to empower families, teachers, and students to work in the gardens independently and to create those leadership opportunities that are so important to growing community.
Hey, I'm Maggie Roberts, your Outreach Chair, and my question is, which 40 developmental assets did this grant address?
What's really important for us is looking how to connect learning to these gardens. Not only are they fun places for families to be, but they're educational opportunities. Teachers and students, administrators and students, and parents and students all work together to explore and learn about the plants, but also learn about themselves. Especially this year with everything that's going on, giving students the opportunity to meet some of those social emotional needs through self-advocacy, leadership, feeling like they can take control over something in their environment and create positive change has been so important. Being able to use your grant money to buy something as simple as watering cans and hose sprayers allows all families to interact with the garden and have those great learning opportunities with their own children.
I'm Melissa Scudder. I'm your vice chair this year at YEP. We're here on site at Hopkins Park with the Kishwaukee Special Recreation Association, and we're here to introduce our grant and see how they use the money this year.
Hi, I'm Dawn Schaefer. I'm the Executive Director here at Kishwaukee Special Recreation Association. We are excited to provide recreational opportunities for people with disabilities throughout the DeKalb County, and we're best known for Camp Maple Leaf, which is what we received the YEP grant for last year.
Our first question for this grant visit is, how was the money used and what specifically did the money go towards?
Hey, so I'm Sam Morgan, and I was the intern during Camp Maple Leaf, and we were lucky enough to be granted money from YEP, and we used that money to buy some book bags and first aid kits just to help our staff hold everything that they are going to need throughout camp. So that is personal protective equipment, first aid kits, all sorts of gowns, gloves, and face shields. So what we used was the money to buy these first aid kits, as well as these lovely book bags.
Next, we asked how this grant impacted Camp Maple Leaf, and we asked about the 40 developmental assets.
So the YEP grant was used at Camp Maple Leaf as a part of our safety program. As with kids with disabilities, we have to carry around a lot of things to make sure that they are safe. This year with COVID, that increased a lot. We had to clean everything and we had to touch everything. And Sam will show you, we have our spray bottle with us. This was hand sanitizer and cleaning. So in the playground, which is behind us where we'd go every day, we would not only spray down the place, but also the kids' hands after they were done. So safety was really important, and when the kids feel safe, they were able to relax and enjoy their summer with us.
We're so grateful that this YEP grant was able to affect the Camp Maple Leaf campers and keep them safe all summer.
Thanks for letting us be with you guys at Camp Maple Leaf, and we're off to our next stop.
Hi, Yep. We are here at Swen Parson Hall on NIU campus, here with Mr. Benson, who is the director of the STEAM NIU summer camps, here to answer some of our questions.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Benson, director of the STEAM camps here at Northern Illinois University. And one of the things that we really pride ourselves on with our camps is that everything is very, very hands-on. So this year was a big challenge for us to maintain that hands-on feel while doing everything virtually. But I think we did a pretty good job.
So when NIU STEAM Camp came to YEP looking for a grant, what was the need that they were looking to fill?
Another challenge that we had this year was that we wanted to make our camp accessible to as many people as possible. There are a lot of people who have been struggling through recent events, and so we really wanted to make sure that our camps were affordable and easily accessible to as many people as possible. So with the help of the YEP grant, we were able to extend our camp to more people than we would have been able to without their assistance.
So YEP partially funded this grant, and we want to know what specifically the YEP dollars are used for.
One of the ways that we addressed the challenge of keeping things very hands-on this year was to send materials home for many of our camps that the kids would use in their projects. The money that we received from the YEP grant helped to supply some of those materials, as well as to help provide reduced enrollment fees for many students in the DeKalb County area. In addition, we have some funds remaining from the YEP grant, so we plan to use those for workshops that we have coming up dealing with our STEM Fest, which is moving to a month-long virtual event this year and is going to have workshops following the same format as our camps.
What was the impact, and which of the 40 developmental assets did the STEM camp hit?
One of the biggest impacts that we like to see from our camp is just an increased enthusiasm for science and an increased scientific literacy, which is something that we think is very, very important. Specifically for this summer's camps, we had a lot of great feedback from parents and other family members who were excited about getting to do the activities along with their kids and seeing that excitement and those hands-on activities inspire their kids, seeing them be challenged and watching them create things that they couldn't do earlier in the week. On behalf of NIU and NIU STEAM, I would just like to thank the YEP organization for all of your support and help. We could not have done this summer without you, and we look forward to working with you again.
Well, thank you for giving us all an update to show we've been doing it, YEP. And thanks for, I guess, directing the camp and getting everyone involved in STEM and STEAM.
We are on to our next location.
At the Y.
Let's go!
We're at the Kishwaukee YMCA, and we're here to meet with some representatives to see how our grant money was used.
Hello, my name is Brian Bickner. I'm Development Director here at the Kishwaukee YMCA. I oversee the grants that are written here at the Kishwaukee Y. I wasn't in this position a year ago when the grant was written, but I've been following up on the grant, and I was the one that ordered the toys here for our Kids Zone room here. In this room, we serve kids from infants all the way up to 8 years old, and we appreciate your contributions. We just remodeled the facility, and then we were able to use the money that you donated to get some new toys for the kids. The Kishwaukee YMCA has about 9,000 members. We serve everyone from infants to seniors and everything in between. Not only are we a health club, but we're a organization that offers over $300,000 in scholarships to individuals and families and seniors who can't afford the programs that we offer. So we appreciate all the support that we receive from you guys. Thank you.
When the YMCA came to YEP in 2020, what was the need for the grant money?
So this summer, we remodeled our entire Kids Zone area here, and the need for the grant money was we asked for $2,000 to help purchase some toys for the younger kids. If you can see here, the slide over here was one of the items that we purchased with the money from the YUP. Behind it, there are some sensory boards on the wall. That is some other stuff that we purchased, along with the kitchen set and some other things that go with the kitchen set. And there's a lot of other smaller toys and crates all around the area that we purchased with the $2,000 that we received from you.
Let's hear about the 40 developmental assets that were used in this grant.
Okay, so some of the values that this project touches on are community youth values. Like we mentioned before, we have a lot of youth coming through here. This enhances what they can do, and it's members from the community all around. You know, it's not just Sycamore and DeKalb. We're looking at, we've got residents all over from DeKalb County that come in and use our facility. Another aspect is safety. When the kids come in here, we want to have a nice, safe, enclosed environment. When the kids have to be buzzed in, and then they're kind of enclosed in this area, and we can keep a close eye on them. But we want them to keep active, but we want to make sure that the toys that we provide for them are safe.
As you can see here, we have the room with all the fun toys where all the kids that come to the YMCA really have the opportunity to have fun.
We're so thankful that we were able to see this grant in action at the Y.
We can't wait to work with the Y in the future. We are on to our next stop.
Hello, we are here at Southeast Elementary School in Sycamore with Mrs. Davis, and so we just kind of want to know, what are the gardens all about and what do you do here?
Hi, I'm Mrs. Davis and I'm out here at Southeast Elementary School in Sycamore, and I've been working with the gardens for 5 years, non-for-profit. We started with 2 garden beds and we just keep growing every year.
When the Sycamore schools came to YEP, what was the grant request for?
Our request was to make an outdoor classroom, including making the benches that the students would be able to sit on. And we also used the extra monies that we received to create shade area, but we have to be strategic in where we're placing those. So that's why we're in the rain and umbrellas right now instead of under the shade, because we need to make sure the garden can get the rain and the sun.
YEP partially funded this grant request. So what specifically were the dollars used for?
We used the grant dollars for the lumber, the tools, because originally the students were going to build these benches in the classroom, but because of COVID, we had to mix it up a little bit. So I made the kits with the lumber and the tools and the screws and dropped them off at 4th graders' homes who actually requested the grant with me when YEP came to Southeast.
How did this grant impact Sycamore school districts, and which of the 40 developmental assets did this grant address?
It impacted the school district by every elementary school in the district has a garden. So eventually we're hoping to make outdoor classrooms at every school. And the developmental asset that we did was continuing to learn and the commitment to learn all new things out here in the garden. Some of the students have never seen a garden, and yet we're having classrooms out here.
Thanks for watching. We hope you learned something about all the grants we did last year since we couldn't do an actual scavenger hunt.